Hello, Jay Grant Kennedy with Stop Corrupt Taxes, and I want to explain to you a little bit with more detail what I'm talking about when we discuss corrupt taxes. What I mean are taxes are costs or expenses put on you for the simple reason that somebody has power in government through money, people they've paid, to be able to make money and put the cost back on you. It's a tax. Real simple. Plastic bottles. Who pays the expense of cleanup? You do. Also important are many major issues that this country has allowed to happen at your expense and your cost. One of them is cigarettes. The government still allows cigarette manufacturers to spend $9 billion a year to keep people smoking. You see it in movies. They light up a cigarette out of Christ, whatever. That is a way they keep people smoking, despite the fact that 480,000 people a year die in the US from tobacco. Now, they're making $35 billion selling cigarettes. Why are you paying the cost of their product? Think about it. The cost of all those people dying, the cost of all the hospital care, the treatment. You know how much that costs? You can look it up. Check my facts. It costs over $170 billion in direct costs and over $158 billion in related costs. That's $300 billion that you are paying because they want to poison and kill people. Knowingly, they know it's a deadly product, and they still continue to keep people smoking. They're moving into the children's market with vape. They are continuing to find ways to deliver their deadly product. And who pays for it? Who pays the costs? Who are the real people out there who believe the doubt? The people who still smoke, the people who see their hero in an action movie smoking a cigarette and still go out and buy a pack. Who are these people? God bless them. They are people who in the future will be your cost and expense to bury, to treat, and to otherwise take care of. Because these people, the tobacco industry, wants to continue making money. Now, ask yourself what kind of government that is there to protect you would let somebody poison you, would let somebody lie to you, would let somebody indirectly deceive you into smoking by putting it in movies and other forms of advertising indirectly. Only people who have taken a lot of money, because it's got to be on their conscience, wouldn't it yours? I mean, if somebody was selling rat poisoning and saying you should drink it to be glamorous and sexy, and they were making a lot of money, wouldn't you say, hey, that's wrong? You can't do that. That's not fair to anybody. And then we're paying to bury all the people. We're paying to treat them. You'd say that's stupid. How can you let somebody sell a product? How can you let somebody spend $9 billion a year, $9 billion to keep people smoking? You are paying $170 billion a year so that they can deceive you, so they can cheat you, and they can make a lot of money. It's not fair. If people in government weren't putting money in their pocket from special interests, from people, you wouldn't see it happen because good conscience wouldn't allow that. A fair, an honest, a person who loved you and wanted to take care of you. Would your parents do that to you? Would your parents lie to you to make money? No. You know, government should be like your parents. They should love you, take care of you, nurture you. They should be good parents. They should be fiduciaries. They should give you the highest respect and trust. They should do their very best for you, not be taking money so they can pass laws to favor special people. There's a lot of deregulation going on now in the current administration to make things doable that weren't previously because they were dangerous. When you look at something like fossil fuels, burning them, treating them, creating them, turning them into gas, it's a process that creates dangers that you suffer. You, your family, your kids, goes into the atmosphere. If they lessen the restrictions and they let it go into the air and people are injured, And people are sickened because it, for the reason that they can make more money. Who pays for that? Who pays for the treatment? Who pays to make these people better? Who dies? Who is unhealthy? Who has lung cancer? Why? So somebody can make money, more money, more money, more money, more money. And you're paying for it. They are taking a tax write-off, meaning not paying taxes on the $9 billion they spend in the tobacco industry to poison you, to knowingly, intentionally profit off poisoning people who you will pay for. That is a corrupt tax on you. There's a lot of examples. Our society is full of them. And it goes back to the simple rule that if your referees in a game of sports are being paid by one side, it's not a fair game, right? If you're paying the referee to give one side 6 points for a touchdown and the other side 3, if one person is having to pay taxes but the other person isn't, it's not a fair game. You can't compete. In fact, you'll typically lose. And what's our society like right now? The great wealth inequality. Are the rules fair? That's all I ask. Look, that's all I ask is let's pause. Let's look at fairness, think about it, talk to your family about it. Talk to them, say, hey, you know what? Rule of law. Fair. What is government? We should be protected. Government should care for us. It shouldn't be sold to the highest bidder. That has got to stop. And I think we can do it. You know, right now there is a bill pending, which is called H.R. 1, that will not be voted upon because the Republicans won't allow it to advance. But it is a bill for change in campaign finance. It is a bill to stop corruption. It is a bill to make sure everybody can legally vote, fairly vote, protect your voting rights. And it is a bill for ethics. But will it be passed? No. Not without your help, not without your effort, not without your commitment, not without Americans joining together, our common interest, right? Protect ourselves. Make sure our families are safe. Make sure that laws are fair. Not unless we join together, see our union, work together, will we be able to overcome the intense corruption, the intense distractions that exist in our society today. So just some things to think about. Come to our website, stopcorrupttaxes.com, or follow us on Twitter, stopcorrupttax. J. Grant Kennedy, thank you for listening.